Muletrain.
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Friday, April the 1st, 2016, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Graveside service for Vernon Puckett, 88 of Muleshoe, scheduled for 2 o'clock this afternoon, Friday, April the 1st, at the Muleshoe Memorial Park, with Dr. Stacy Connor officiating. Vernon died on Wednesday, March 30th in Muleshoe. He was born April 28, 1927 in Blanchard, Oklahoma, to Ray Franklin and Joyce May Wise Puckett. Vernon lived in the Muleshoe community most of his life. He served in the U.S. Army during World War II and was a farmer. He is preceded in death by his parents and a brother, Richard Puckett. He is survived by his wife, Joanne Puckett, his two sons, Don Puckett of Muleshoe and Ronnie Puckett of Abilene, his daughter, Susan Sudduth of Muleshoe, and his sister, Shirley Rowell of Lindsay, California. 7 grandchildren and numerous great-grandchildren. The family suggested in lieu of flowers, donations be sent to the Muleshoe Meals on Wheels program, 300 South 1st Street, Muleshoe, Texas, 79347. Online condolences can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, graveside service for Vernon Puckett, 88 of Muleshoe, is scheduled for 2 o'clock Friday afternoon at the Muleshoe Memorial Park, with Dr. Stacy Connor officiating. Vernon died on Wednesday. Please keep the family of Vernon Puckett on your prayer list today. Carolyn Gross, 72 years of age, of Odessa, died on Wednesday. She was formerly of Muleshoe and attended Muleshoe schools through high school before moving to Odessa. She is the younger sister of Gerald Pruitt of Muleshoe. Funeral services are set for Carolyn Gross at 2 p.m. Monday afternoon at the Bethany Christian Church in Odessa. She is survived by her husband, who's also a Muleshoe native, Jimmy Gross, another brother, Howard, in New Orleans, Carol in Odessa, and Mary Byford, a sister in Odessa. She's survived by 2 daughters, one in Virginia and one in Bryan, Texas. And repeating, funeral service for Carolyn Gross, 72 of Odessa, formerly of Muleshoe, is scheduled for Monday afternoon at 2 p.m. at Bethany Christian Church in Odessa. And she is the younger sister of Gerald Pruitt of Muleshoe. Please keep the Gross family, along with the Pruitts, on your prayer list today. Memorial service for Judge Glenn Williams, 100 of Muleshoe, is scheduled for 11 o'clock Saturday morning, April 2nd, at the Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Judge Williams died last week here in Muleshoe. He was born August 18, 1915 in St. Louis, Oklahoma, to Charles and Ella Latimer Williams, and married Gladys Holt in Clovis on January 25, 1939. And repeating, memorial service for Judge Glenn Williams, longtime Bailey County judge, is scheduled for 11 o'clock Saturday morning, April 2nd, at the Ellis Funeral Home Chapel. Please keep the Williams family on your prayer list today. Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area. Whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world, security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more. information. At 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications presents to you the weather forecast for today. Of course, we got some wild weather out there. Is just south of Muleshoe is sitting some snow showers on the South Plains. We'll see if we get any here, but we have had some scattered rain showers overnight and this morning, as the Weather Service station here at Channel 6 has 15/100ths of an inch of rain as of 10 o'clock this morning. The Mesonet site, 2 miles south of town, has 13/100ths of an inch of rain so far today, and we'll take every single drop as we're desperately needed some moisture here in the Muleshoe area. But there is snow showers. We've got reports as close to Muleshoe as Amherst getting a nice amount of snow so far this morning. We do have rain and snow chances all through the afternoon today until 4 p.m. Then a chance of rain after 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with the high near 48 today on Friday. East-northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Total daytime snow accumulations for the Muleshoe area is less than half an inch possible. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 27 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming west-northwest after midnight. So today on Friday, a 50% chance of rain and snow showers until 4 p.m. Then after that, a chance of rain. Mostly cloudy tonight, low around 27. Our high during the day on Friday should be only around 48 degrees, so much cooler today, and precipitation chances for Muleshoe. Tomorrow on Saturday, sunny, much warmer, high near 64 degrees. West-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear Saturday night, low around 36. Sunny on Sunday, high near 73 degrees. West-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then clear Sunday night, low around 40 degrees. Sunny on Monday, high near 78 degrees. West-northwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming east-southeast Monday afternoon. Clear Monday night, low around 42. Then Tuesday, even warmer, sunny, high near 82 degrees. Breezy with a south-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles per hour, increasing up to 25 miles per hour Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday night, mostly clear, low around 46. And again, a chance of rain and snow today on Friday before 4 p.m. Then a chance of rain after. Mostly cloudy, high near 48 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Mostly clear tonight. Cold, low around 27 degrees. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then on Saturday, sunny, high near 64 degrees. West-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear Saturday night, low around 36. 5 area telephone. West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Yesterday on Thursday for Muleshoe, the high was 64 degrees. The low was 24. The max wind gusts only on Thursday was early in the morning around 11:30 at 35 miles per hour. But really the last 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, it's been pretty calm as far as our wind conditions. So we are lucky for that. And now today on Friday, we have some rain chances for the Muleshoe area. Community Action Club's annual bake auction will be Saturday here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, simulcast as well on our website, muleshoetv.com, 8:30 in the morning until noon. And these homemade baked goods items made by the SCAC members and their parents will be up for bid. You can call 806-272-7301 or 806-272-7316 on Saturday. Again, 8:30 a.m. until noon, the annual SCAC Bake Auction. Of course, all money that they raise goes to the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation. Again, the two numbers to call on Saturday, 806-272-7301 or 806-272-7316. Join us on Saturday on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well on our website, simulcast, muleshoetv.com.
Do you have family in town? Well, if you do, come to Liao's, where families come together. Liao's is a family business that started in Muleshoe. They are located at 1010 West American Boulevard and serve the best of Mexican food and other treats. See you at Liao's. That's where my family goes when we are in town.
This edition of the Muletrain News is brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where you can show your school spirit now with the MasterCard School Spirit debit cards available from First Bank for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs. Call them 806-272-4515 today, or go by First Bank here in Muleshoe, 202 South First Street for the School Spirit MasterCard debit cards from First Bank. Show your team spirit and earn cash for your school every time you swap your card for the Muleshoe Mules, Dimmitt Bobcats, or Bovina Mustangs. Again, call 806-272-4515 or go by 202 South First Street right here in Muleshoe. The First Bank is member FDIC. The swing bed program is now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. For more information, you can call Lucy Garcia, RN, at 806-272-4524 to see if you or your loved one qualifies for the swing bed program. It is available now at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for Medicare patients discharged from Muleshoe or any other hospital following an acute illness, injury, or surgery, but still needs time and physical therapy to heal and strengthen before going home. The swing bed program available now at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 806-272-4524, 708 South First Street, right here in Muleshoe. The Muleshoe Invitational Track Meet will be held at Benny Douglas Stadium all day today, and you'll make sure and want to join us on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well. MuleshoeTV.com will have it in both places, rotating here on the cable and available on demand, free of charge on the front page of our website later on Saturday. The highlights of the track meet, including the running finals, those will begin around 5 o'clock at Benny Douglas Stadium, of course, if the weather cooperates. The track meet highlights brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well, MuleshoeTV.com, by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Muleshoe State Bank, Adrian Photography, Graffitis, Muleshoe Independent School District, Precure Electric, Barrett Potato Farms, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Leal's Tortilla Factory, McDonald's Restaurant, and of course, 5 area telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. We should have those up by Saturday evening at the latest. Of course, the SCAC Bake Auction Saturday morning will make me a little bit slower at getting all that prepared, but we will be covering that today on Friday at Benny Douglas Stadium, the MHS Invitational Track Meet going on today. A big happy birthday goes out to Nelda Marriott, a good longtime listener of Channel 6, as she is celebrating her 82nd birthday today. Also, happy birthday to Lance King, Diane Wiedebusch, and yesterday David Tips celebrated, so happy birthday to all of them. Steve Gomez is the coach of the LCU Lady Chaps basketball team, which is playing Monday in the NCAA Division II championship game in Indianapolis, Indiana. Coach Gomez is the son-in-law of Rodney and Sandra Blackwood of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe. Rodney is a member of the MHS class of 1961, and his wife graduated in 1965 here in Muleshoe, so a Muleshoe connection with the LCU Lady Chaps basketball team, coached by Steve Gomez. On Monday in the Division II basketball championship in Indianapolis, Indiana, Coach Gomez is the son-in-law of Rodney and Sandra Blackwood of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe. So good luck to the Lady Chaps from LCU in that championship game Monday. Colson Clark, 8-day-old grandson of Gary and Brenda Clark of Muleshoe, had heart surgery successfully on Thursday at Cook's Children's Hospital in Fort Worth. He is the son of Cody and Marissa Clark of Abilene. His great-grandparents are John and Margaret Stevens of Muleshoe. Please remember little Colson Clark and all his family on your prayer list today. Diane Brunson of Muleshoe, wife of David Brunson, fell and broke her hip and elbow Monday at McAllen, where she was preparing for the wedding of their son on April 2nd. So please keep Diane Brunson on your prayers today. Jinx Myers, we have an update on him. He is now in the swing bed program at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center after falling and breaking his hip last week. He is in room 110 at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, and the best of luck to Jinx Myers. Keep him on your prayer list as he recuperates after breaking his hip last week. David Gallman had 2 stents put in successfully in his leg Thursday in Lubbock. Bernie Martz is recuperating from a minor stroke. Also on your prayer list today, remember Travis Spasier, John Snell, little Hannah Simmons, all of Muleshoe. Hannah, who's the 10-year-old daughter of Misty and Scott Simmons, has been accepted into the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Her family has asked that she be sent to Disney World. It will be 6 to 9 months before Hannah and her family will go, but that is great news as Hannah Simmons will go to Disney World with her family in the Make-A-Wish Foundation program. Also on your prayer list today, please remember Larry Thornton, who last month had heart transplant surgery at Baylor Hospital in Dallas. There is a fund set up for his medical expenses at the First Bank for Larry Thornton. Remember the Thornton family on your prayer list today. Keep the families of Dee Chitwood, Angie Castillo, Larry Kirk, Vernon Puckett, Glenn Williams, and Becky Gonzalez all on your prayer list. These families grieving the loss of a loved one recently. The Muleshoe Art Association will have their annual spring art show next week at the Muleshoe State Bank meeting room. The juror will be Marilyn Riley, a Muleshoe native of the art show this year. You'll need to take by your entries to this year's art show on Monday to the Muleshoe State Bank. Categories are oil and acrylics, watercolor, pastels, photography, miniatures, and miscellaneous, along with a special category, the Muleshoe High School art students. It's open to all adult artists working in any fine arts medium. Entries should be original in design and execution. Works completed in a workshop or under supervision are ineligible. Entry fees are $5 per entry for members, $3 for miniatures, $10 entry fee for non-members, and entry fee is non-refundable. Membership dues for the Muleshoe Art Association are $20, and you can take your entries by the Muleshoe State Bank on Monday, April the 4th, beginning at 9 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. in their meeting room there at Muleshoe State Bank, and we'll be hopefully filming some of those entries and critique of the art show this year, so look for that next week here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 and MuleshoeTV.com. On our bargain basement today, we have for sale a brown glider, rocker, and swivel brown chair that reclines and has a stool. Call Debbie Hammer, 806-272-7346 or 806-946-8073. That's for sale. A glider, rocker, and swivel chair, both brown, and one reclines and has a stool. Call 806-272-7346 or 946-8073, Debbie Hammer. We have a little update from Grayson. We told you on Wednesday that he was very early in this firefighting season, has already been sent to the Redosa area to fight a fire that was right there by the village. The fire is now over 70% contained, and they've been helped out a lot today and last night as it is snowing now in the Redosa area. So Grayson, who is normally based in the Carson National Forest around Taos, was sent on Monday to fight. It's called the Redosa Moon Mountain Fire. They're right next to Redosa. They've been sleeping at the Redosa High School weight room overnight fighting this fire. It's so close to the village of Redosa, and it's now 70% contained as they've been helped out a lot with snow there in the Redosa area. So keep Grayson on your prayer list today. The Brutalis Arts Council hosted the sidewalk chalk competition Saturday last weekend at Eastern New Mexico University in Brutalis around the administration building. 6 MHS students six students attended and took part in the sidewalk art chalk competition and 4 placed. First place was Chris Flores. Second place was Mary Rodriguez. Third place, Fernando Salmonica. And honorable mention was Allegra Mora. You can see those students along with their entries in that chalk art competition on our screen on Reach Broadband Channel 6. Also, look for it on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, toward the bottom of the page. And thanks to Sandy Chitwood for getting us those pictures and that great news. She also informed us that on Friday last week that 4 MHS students qualified for the ENMU art exhibit, and there was a reception held Friday at ENMU. It is Allegra Mora. She received 3rd place in the exhibit. Also in the exhibit were Chris Flores with his wire sculpture, Eddie Elizalde with his acrylic painting, and Mary Rodriguez with her watercolor. We'll have those pictured on our screen later on Channel 6, so look for them soon. On Thursday, we were up at Muleshoe High School preparing for the SEAC Bake Auction and got to talk to Eric Craig, the technology director for the Muleshoe schools, and he informed us that on Thursday, those STAR tests that they were giving went off successfully. Earlier in the week, on Tuesday and Wednesday, Muleshoe High School had some issues connecting with the servers for Educational Testing Services, which is a vendor that accepts the tests, and lots of problems happened across the state. It wasn't just at Muleshoe High School. Many districts had problems connecting to the ETS servers as they were trying to get those fixed. But Eric Craig informed us that on Thursday that happened successfully finally at Muleshoe High School. So we're glad to hear that, and hopefully that they'll get all that resolved with the state and the ETS. And thanks for Dr. R.L. Richards for informing us about a lot of those issues that they had on Tuesday and Wednesday with the STAR tests at Muleshoe High School. Dillman and DeShazo did successfully have their tests like normal. At Muleshoe High School, of course, today is the big MHS track meet at Benny Douglas Stadium. Then on Saturday at 12 noon, both the baseball and softball will be in action. Baseball at Friona and softball will be in action at Dimmitt. So good luck to both of those teams. The First Baptist Church has hired Abby Maines as their new children's minister at First Baptist here in Muleshoe. She is from Amarillo and will graduate in May from Wayland Baptist University in Plainview. She's a new children's minister at First Baptist Church, and they're holding a church-wide meet and greet with Abby at the Dillman Elementary Playground Saturday, April the 2nd from 2 until 4 p.m. that afternoon with homemade ice cream and more. And all church members are invited to that meet and greet with Abby Maines, the new children's minister at First Baptist Church here in Muleshoe. So welcome, Abby, to the Muleshoe community. The Spring Blood Drive will be next week at Muleshoe High School on Wednesday, April the 6th from 9 until 3. You must be 17 years of age to donate, but with a parent's signed consent form, you can be 16 years to donate. Must have a photo ID. Contact Sharon Johnson, nurse at MHS, to make an appointment for the Spring Blood Drive. At MHS, call 806-272-7309. That's Wednesday, April the 6th, 9 until 3, the Spring Blood Drive at Muleshoe High School. Contact Sharon Johnson to make an appointment, 272-7309. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6. Find our last several months' worth of Muletrain News programs on demand, free of charge, on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, dog and cat condos in Colorado City. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle all hope that you enjoy The Sounds of Texas. Make sure to check them out online, bcecoop.com. They're owned by the members that they serve. You can call 806-272-4504.
When Becky Corbell of Colorado City was growing up, she played with stuffed animals.
As I got older, the passion for the live animal became very apparent to my parents. There was no way to stop me. Even if I wasn't allowed a dog, I would collect bugs. Horny toads were my favorite. I would collect horny toads, and it was never surprising when my mother would find a horny toad in one of my Chester drawers. I made little houses for them, and it was more or less an obsession.
For years, she was the person to call when people needed help with their pets.
I decided to turn it into a business. It's just been a great experience, and it's my dream job.
Her business is called Whiskers and Wags.
We board dogs and cats, so we spend a lot of time playing with the dogs in the front yard or in the backyard. Some people require or would like for me to do a little bit of training, so I do a little bit of obedience training when I have the dogs here. I am finishing up courses to become a certified dog trainer.
What about getting your dog not to bite?
That's one of the number one things that clients come to me about is how do I get my puppy or my dog to quit biting? So we go through different exercises.
How many dogs can you accommodate and cats?
No more than 5 or 6. That way I can be sure that I give them personal attention. I don't want to be overwhelmed, and I don't want the dogs to be overwhelmed as well. So about 5 or 6.
She has clients in Colorado City, Snyder, and Sweetwater.
I also do outside visits to home locations where I take care of the animals that way too.
Her home has an addition where she boards dogs and cats.
It's basically a home away from home type atmosphere. We do a lot of cuddling, and if they're good house dogs, I will let them into the main part of the house with us at night and let them get comfortable and watch TV with us.
The accommodations for the animals are first class.
I didn't want the typical cage type atmosphere. I wanted them to have their own bedrooms, so we've got the safari room, which is decorated in animal print. I have the beach room, which is got the beachy scenes. I have the Vegas room for my high rolling dogs. And I've got a little cage on the end that I include for my kitties. It's just called my foo-foo room.
Becky Corbell of Colorado City. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, located right here in Muleshoe at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. He's a member SIPC, can assist you with any of your financial needs no matter where you live. The market report was recorded this Friday, April the 1st, 2016 at 11:45 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are trending higher after a report showed employers added more jobs than expected in March, underscoring that the U.S. labor market continues to shrug off economic weakness both domestically and abroad. Data for January and February was revised slightly down to show 1,000 fewer jobs created than previously reported. The employment report came on the heels of recent data showing sluggish consumer spending and weak business investment on capital in the first 2 months of the year, as well as some deterioration in the international trade balance. U.S. bond prices are lower to start the day. So far in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is consumer staples, while the worst performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up 31 points to 17,717. The S&P 500 Index is up a point to 2,061, and the NASDAQ Composite Index is up 17 to 4,887. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate, with 377 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by roughly a 2-to-1 margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is down $20 to $1,211. The spot price of silver is down 59 cents to $14.84, and crude oil prices are down $1 to 36. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is currently 2.62%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.79%. In stocks of local interest, Procter & Gamble is up 63 cents to 82.94. Berkshire Hathaway is up 78 cents to 142.66. Xcel Energy is down 23 cents to 41.59. Pfizer is up 22 cents to 29.86. Walt Disney is down 31 cents to 99. Apple is up 63 cents to 109.62. Johnson & Johnson is up 12 cents to 108.32. Vodafone is down 42 cents to 31.63. And Chevron is down $1.26 to 94.14. This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.